Hello, dear students. Once again, I am before you, Naveen Kumar P. Bhaiya, Associate Professor, Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering Department, Bharati College of Engineering and Technology, Group. Dear students, already we have seen lot of numericals in various topics of the analog electronics. So today we will discuss one of the numerical of one of the topology of the feedback amplifier. Already you have this fifth unit, that is a feedback amplifier, and we have gone to the various aspects of the feedback amplifier. And we have also seen the numericals of the feedback amplifier, various numericals to determine the closed loop gain with feedback, open loop gain with current gain and voltage gain with feedback, feedback input resistance with feedback, output resistance feedback with feedback, etc. Today we will go through the one of the numerical which was asked in the exam also. Let us see this numerical. This identify the topology of feedback in the circuit of figure below, giving justification. What you have to do? This feedback circuit is given to you. It is a two-stage diagram. So you have to identify the topology of the feedback, whether it is a voltage series feedback, whether it is a voltage shunt feedback, or current series feedback, or current shunt feedback. So you have to identify this topology and you have to justify. While identifying topology, you have to justify it, give the justification. Two transistors are identical. These both transistors used in this circuit are identical. This T1 and T2. Identical means their parameters are almost same. HIE, HFE, HOE, HRE. These parameters are same. With HIE is equal to 2K, that means HIE of this transistor and HIE of this transistor is same, and this 2K, HFE is equal to 100, that is current gain, forward current gain of this transistor and of this transistor is same, and calculate RIF, input impedance with feedback, AIF, current gain with feedback, and AVF, current gain with feedback. That you have to do. So what we will do, first of all, you have to identify the topology. This is the common emitter amplifier, first one, and another one you can observe here. This is also a common emitter amplifier. Here, this output is taken from the collector and this is the emitter. This is PNP transistor while this is NPN transistor. This is NPN and this is PNP transistor. So this is a common emitter transistor, output is taken from the collector. So this is the output resistance connected here 4 kilo ohm, while RE2 is this 1 kilo ohm resistance, and feedback resistance. This feedback is connected between this emitter and this base of 1. So this is a feedback resistance of 20 kilo ohm, but output is here. So you have to identify the topology of the feedback network. How will you identify the topology of the feedback network? Making output is equal to 0. First you make this output is equal to 0 and see what happens at the input and output circuit. When you make output is equal to 0, feedback does not become 0. If this output is shorted, this feedback does not become a 0, and hence it is not the voltage output. Therefore it is not the voltage output. Now keep this open. So what will happen? By keeping this open circuit, the output current flows through this feedback circuit. Hence it is called as a current feedback. How will you identify the topology? First of all, you make this output shorted and see whether the output is the voltage or output is the current. So while making this short, there is no change in the feedback output voltage. There is no output voltage here. So therefore it is not a voltage feedback. But when you keep it open, the output current flowing is there, and therefore it is a current feedback. So output side is a current feedback. Now input side, this current IF will flow through this. This is IF shown here. IF will flow through this one, and then the parallelly the current through this Vs will also flow. Therefore, it is a shunt mixing. The Is and If both are in parallel. This we will make a current source here, Is parallel to Rs, and this If. So this is a shunt mixing or parallel mixing, and this is the output current. Current will be flowing here, and hence it is a current shunt feedback. This topology is called as current shunt feedback. Current shunt feedback topology. So this way you can identify the topology. This is the first step. Now what is the next step? To draw the equivalent circuit. So while drawing the equivalent circuit, you have to remove this feedback. So while removing feedback, you go this 20 kilo ohm resistance plus this 1 kilo ohm resistance. These two resistances will come in series with the parallel of this one. This should be converted into the current source. Vs and Rs will be converted into current source. And in parallel with this, these two resistances will be in series, 20 kilo ohm and 1 kilo ohm. This will be in series with this. So input side, this is Is parallel to Rs and parallel to 20k plus 1k. This is the input side equivalent diagram. And at the output side, this 20 kilo ohm resistance will be in parallel with this 1 kilo ohm resistance. So this 20 kilo ohm will come in parallel with this 1 kilo ohm resistance. So this and this resistance will be parallel at this side, and this resistance and this resistor will be in series with the parallel combination of the current source. So then this will become the equivalent circuit, and then mark the input impedance and output impedance, on this particular circuit, and then calculate the various parameters. Now let us draw the circuit, equivalent circuit. This equivalent diagram, we will draw here the equivalent diagram. I have already told you, this 1 kilo ohm in parallel with this feedback resistance 20 kilo ohm, and this is the Norton equivalent current source Is and resistance 1 kilo ohm, and in parallel with these two series resistances, feedback resistance, and this is 1 kilo ohm resistance as earlier connected. So this is equivalent side of the input, this is equivalent side of the output, current shunt feedback. Now to calculate the current gain, we have to calculate the overall current gain, that is AI. What is AI here? AI is output current upon input current, that is I0 upon Is. But I0 is also the opposite current of this collector, that is IC2. So I can write this is minus IC2 upon Is. You can write this. Now stage by stage, step by step, you can calculate this current gain. So what is here? This IC2 by IB2. So you calculate here minus IC2 by IB2. Then IB2 by IC1. IB2 by IC1. Then IC1 by IB1. IC1 by IB1 and IB1 by Is. This is IB1 by Is. So these four factors you have to calculate and then put here, so you will get the current AI. Now what is IC2 by IB2? IC2 by IB2, what is this IC2 by IB2? IC2 by IB2 is nothing but the current gain of this second transistor. So this is nothing but equal to HFE. So you can write here minus HFE of the second transistor, IC2 by IB2, this one. And one more, what is the HFE of this one? HFE is nothing but here our IC1 upon IB1, and IC1 upon IB1, this is also HFE. So these two parameters are the HFE. You have to calculate here IB2 by IC1. So how will you get this IB2 by IC1? IB2 by IC1 can be calculated as minus RC1. This is HFE. This parameter and this parameter will be equal to HFE of a transistor. Okay. Then IB2 by IC1. IB2 by IC1. This is IB2 and this is IC1. So IB2 by IC1 is the voltage divider. This RC1 and this is RI2. RI2 of this transistor is this one. This is RI2. So you have to consider this RI2. So this value is IB2 by IC1 is minus RC1 upon RC1 minus RC1 upon RC1 plus RI2. As per the voltage divider, RC1 upon RC1 plus this RI2 of this transistor. Okay. Now you have to calculate the value of RI2. How will you calculate the value of RI2? That is important. So to calculate this RI2, you calculate RI2 is equal to HIE of transistor, HIE of this transistor RI2 plus 1 plus HFE into this RE. 1 plus HFE into RE. RE of this transistor is this one. So you can write here 1 plus HFE into RE. This value. So this is the formula from the low frequency parameter equivalent diagram. So RI2 will be equal to resistance of this input resistance of this transistor, and this is equal to HIE of this transistor plus 1 plus HFE into RE. RE is this parallel combination 1 kilo ohm and 20 kilo ohm. So you can put the value of HIE. HIE is given in the problem. Problem itself it is HIE given. So HIE plus 1 plus HFE is also given in the problem for both transistors, and value of RE, this RE will be here, RE will be equal to 1K parallel to 20K, 1K parallel to 20K. This is the value of RE. So this value of RE you can put here, HFE and HIE is given in the problem. So this value of RI2 comes to be a 98.19K. This value comes to be a 98.19 kilo ohms. So this value is the RI2. Once you get this RI2, you know the value of RC1. RC1 is equal to 12K. So 12K into this 12K and this 98.19K. You put the here, you will get the value of IB2 upon IC1. And this IB2 upon IC1 comes to be a minus 0.109. So this value comes to be minus 0.109. This is the current gain. Negative sign indicates both the currents are in opposite direction. So once you get this value, then calculate the value of IC1 upon IB1. IC1 upon IB1. This one. You got this value. You know this value already. You have already known this value HFE. These two value you have to calculate. We have calculated IB2 upon IC1. Only this value is remaining here. That is IC1 upon IB1 is known. IB1 upon IS. So you can calculate the value of IB1 upon IS. How will you calculate this IB1 upon IS? Here you can see this is IS, this is IB1, and this is the parallel combination. So how will you get? Again voltage divider should be used, this two, and you calculate the value of this one. So this value is 1K parallel to this combination, 20K series combination, 20K plus 1K upon HI. This IB, I will write here, IB1 upon IS can be calculated as this value is 1K parallel to 1 kilo ohm into 1 kilo ohm into 20K plus 1K, 20K plus 1K, 1 kilo ohm into 20K plus 1K, parallel to upon HIE plus this combination, HIE plus 1K parallel to 20K plus 1K. So this is parallel combination 1K parallel to series combination of this one 20K plus 1K and upon this HIE plus this. So this is according to voltage divider rule. HIE is nothing but the input impedance of this transistor. So this HIE will come in series here along with the parallel combination of this resistance. Therefore it is taken this one plus series this one. So calculate this value. So you will get this IB1 upon IS, and this IB1 upon IS you will get here 0.323. So dear students, you got this value, that is minus HAP. You got this IB2 upon IC1. IB2 upon IC1 you got here minus 0.109. IC1 upon IB1 is nothing but the HFE of the transistor 1, that is also same as per this one given in the problem, and IB1 upon IS we have calculated. So put all the values over here 1, 2, 3 and 4 values and calculate this value of AI. So here this AI comes to be 352. The value of AI for this problem comes to be 352 by multiplying all these 4 components. So this, once you got this factor AI, then calculate the factor beta. Beta is the feedback factor. We already know that this 20 kilo ohm resistance is the feedback resistance. So you have to calculate the feedback between this resistance and this output 4 kilo ohm resistance. So the feedback factor becomes IF upon I0. This output current upon input current. This input current means output current, this I0 is the input to this feedback circuit. Therefore this output becomes the input and this IF is the feedback output. So you can calculate this IF by I0 and this value comes to be here. This is RE2 upon RE2 plus R dash. RE2 upon RE2 plus R dash. R dash is, you know, this 20 kilo ohm feedback resistance is the R dash, and RE2 is the parallel combination of these two. 1 kilo ohm and 20 kilo ohm is the RE2 and R dash is this value 20 kilo ohm resistance. Put these values and calculate this beta factor. This is 0.1667. This comes to be 0.1667. So these two important factors you have got, value of AI and value of beta. Then calculate the D factor, that is return difference. D factor is equal to 1 plus AI into beta. 1 plus beta into AI. You know this beta, you know this AI. Calculate the value of D. This D comes to be a 59.67. This value comes to be a 59.67. So this is the value of D. And once you get this value of D, you can easily calculate the value of AIF. That is the current gain with feedback. This is equal to AI upon 1 plus AI into beta. This AI into beta is nothing, 1 plus AI into beta is nothing but D factor. So AI by D. So you know this D, AI already calculated, you can calculate AIF. So this is the closed loop current gain, and this comes to be a 5.90. This value will be 5.90. This is the current gain with feedback, which is asked in the problem. Then you calculate the value Ri. Calculate the value of Ri. Then calculate the value of RIF. It is in the similar fashion. 1 plus AI into beta into Ri will be equal to RIF. So you got this. First you calculate the value of Ri here. Ri is equal to Rs parallel to R dash plus 1, that is 20K plus 1K, and parallel to HIE of this transistor. HIE of this transistor. So you will get this total Ri. That is total. How will you get this Ri? Ri is equal to Rs parallel to 20K plus 1K, again parallel to HIE. So you will get the value of Ri, and once you get the value of RF, you calculate the value of RIF, that is D into R. D is already known, so you will get the value of R. So dear friends, likewise you can calculate the different parameters of this feedback factor. Okay, one or two more factors you may calculate, that is also very easy. Thank you very much for getting this problem.